Good evening, race fans of the internet. Welcome back to another feature presentation of the DOB Big Block Modified Series live on Talking Dirt TV. We join you tonight from the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. My name is Ryan Williams. Joining me in hosting this event will be none other than Mr. Matt Pridgeon as we come to you from Pevely, Missouri for what is set to be an action-packed round number 8 of Season 3 for the DOB Big Block Modified Series. As we look in live at the final stages of some practice here. As we pull up the big boards here, currently, Matt, Billy Rowley, the quick time here in practice with just a couple seconds left at 79, rocking and rolling here at Pevely so far.
Yeah, and this is one of my more favorite tracks to come to as far as watching races and on iRacing and actually participating in this. Just puts out a lot of good racing. You can see his practice going on. This track's already getting a little bit of slick built into it, so should put out some great racing here tonight.
Absolutely, we are extremely excited to see that as we now will jump into qualifying here. Again, just 2 minutes of time for these guys to put up their best laps, and let's see who's the first to jump out on the track. It will be old Double D, Darren Detweiler there in car number 3D. Detweiler back with us here tonight, looking good so far there in the Design Metal Art number 3. Also on track here, Jeff Sharp. Jeff Sharp was fastest in hot laps for quite a while until he was outdone by Rolly towards the end there. Good looking number 28 tonight for Mr. Jeff Sharp. But let's go back to Detweiler as he works on lap number 1 here, Matt.
Zachary Bardsley's going to top the boards right now with his first lap and his second lap with a 13.01. Detweiler currently sits 7th, and now we got a new quick time. It'll be the 78 of Vinny Trollo with a 12.8.
Yeah, that'll be Vinny Troya.
Troya.
Yeah, Vinny Troya there with a 12.8. Troya still working on one as he's now done with lap number 2. Kyle Stoltz, third quick. John Bragman, he's done. He was 6th out of lap number 2. Todd LaBelle now on track in car number 94. Josh Piquel on track in car number 33P. Let's keep an eye on that 33P as he works through turns 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Josh Piquel takes it. Quick time for the 33. He is picking up right where he left off. Josh Piquel straight to the top of the board, 12.86 seconds for the 33P. Here tonight, 155 laps the distance at the I-55 Speedway, and so far, with all 22 have taken a time, it is the 33P of Josh Piquel on top of the leaderboard. Troy a second, Moody third, good run for Mr. Leary Moody. Kyle Stoltz, Zach Bardsley fifth, quick and qualifying. Rowley, Bragman, Perigo, Hanley, LaBelle rounded out the top 10 here as we get set for just a couple more seconds here, and they will fast forward it over to tonight's 155 lap feature. But before that, Matt, I do believe we have a B-main event to run here. What is this? What do we got?
Well, we got 3 heat races. The third one has been skipped, so we're going to have 2 10-lap heat races. The top 5 of each going to the feature.
So they're changing stuff up on us.
Just the heat races, no B mains.
So yeah,
got it. Just saw that.
Only the top 5 go to the feature.
So pardon that, a few technical difficulties. We were getting an explanation on what exactly was going on. We are, in fact, running 2 heat races. So all 22 will be in the heat races. Everybody will transfer over to the A-main event here. So a bit of a change in the setup here with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. But hey, Matt, that gives us more racing action to cover here tonight. So heat race number 1 will line up with Piquel on the point, Moody to his outside. Row number 2, Bardsley and Bragman. Row number 3, Hanley and Taylor James. Row number 4, Brad Lamberson and Kevin Click. Row number 5 will be Adam Buchanan and Jeff Sharp. And then the 6th and final row will be Braden Eiler on the inside with Jimmy Barr on the inside with Braden Eiler on the outside. And we've got a green flag out of turn number 4. We're racing here in heat race number 1, Matt.
Epikel off to a good jump here. Looks like the lines right now is going to be at the bottom. He's gained about almost a half a second lead now. Moody currently running in second, Barsley in third, and then we got a battle for fourth going on between Kevin Hanley and John Bragman.
Absolutely, dude. As we take it back to the camera, up top, Bragman on the inside of Hanley there, on the outside, in the 4 car. John Bragman, a new name to us this season. Good to see him running with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. Kevin Hanley up there in the 110. Here comes Kevin Click in the 25 on the bottom. Taylor James. Whoa, we got one up and over. Exactly who I was just starting to talk about there. Taylor James goes up and over. They're in car number 0. We'll take a better look at it here as he comes down the front straightaway. The 3 wide behind him. He just gets up into the wall there. And then nowhere to go for the 37 cars. Caution flies here in tonight's first heat races. Taylor James was able to get that car flipped back over, Matt. He will continue to race with us. So I guess good save there, but that thing definitely has quite a bit of damage on the 0 machine.
Yeah, and a name we haven't seen. You just brought him up. I didn't realize he was in here until you brought him up. But Braden Eiler finally joining back with us here in the series.
Absolutely, yeah. Braden Eiler, a guy we haven't seen here in a few weeks. Remember seeing him quite a bit with the 360 and 410 sprint cars, and now making his way into a modified event. And so far, Eiler in this heat race. There's a good look at the young man there. I believe that's car number 37 for Eiler tonight. He currently sits 8th overall. As we get set for our first restart of this heat race, Pakel Moody still row number 1.
Kel on the loud pedal. Good start for Larry Moody there too, and Kevin Hanley's going to try his hand on the high side there as he barely gets around Barsley there. Now he's looking toward making a move on Moody.
Absolutely. You carried him through it while I was giving us a little bit of a boost post there on the Facebook. 5 laps to go here. But Kell, your leader, Moody and Hanley battling for second now as we head into turns 1 and 2. Hanley on the outside. There's Moody on the inside. Mr. Larry Moody out of St. Louis, Missouri at his home track here tonight, looking to make it happen. Down on the bottom in car number 73. This place known for being top to bottom racing. As we go back up front with the cameras here, we got a 3-dog race for the lead. Moody on the inside, Hanley on the top shelf, and Pakel right slap dab in the middle of it, Matt. 2 laps to go.
Yeah, Hanley's definitely found a sweet spot there up on the top side as he has tracked down leader Joshua Pakel and currently trying to get around him. Josh Pakel kind of rolling the middle there, so it's a little bit difficult for him to get around it, but 2 laps to go here. Let's see if he can
now
do it.
white flag has waved. White flag has waved as Pakel leads us into 3 and 4. Hanley going to make one final effort off of turn number 4. Not going to be good enough. Pakel wins the heat. Hanley second, Click third, Moody 4th. Eiler plus 7 in the heat race. Finishes 5th. Buchanan 6th. Barsley 7th. And we'll get the rest of the field here in just a moment. As it looked like John Bragman 8th, Brad Lamberson 9th, Taylor James 10th, Jeff Sharp 11th, and Jimmy Barr comes home in the 12th and final spot there in heat race number 1. So heat race number 2 coming right up here. Vinny Troya will be on the pole for this one. He will see Kyle Stoltz to his outside there in car number 01. Back to row number 2, it'll be Billy Rowley and Brent Perigo. Row number 3, we'll see Darren Detweiler and Todd LeBaum on the inside, Detweiler on the outside. Next row back, we'll see the 94 of the 72 of David Smeal, and the 119 or 115 of Eric Tupper. Next row back, it'll be the 93 of Chris Roberts and the 119 of Tim Berner. And the final car on the speedway will be the 27 of Stephen Hill here tonight as we get set to take the green flag for heat race number 2. Outside lane preference being given here, Matt, as Vinny Troya goes to the top shelf.
Yeah, I think judging by the end of that last heat race and seeing how fast Kevin Hanley was able to move through the field on that restart, I think that is the obvious choice here to take.
Yeah, I'd have to tend to agree with you there. That outside really was working wonders at the end of that race for Hanley. And we'll see what it does here for Troy as the green flag flies off. Turn number 4, we are green in heat race number 2. And Kyle Stoltz, a bad jump there as Brett Perigo straight to his outside. Perigo going to challenge him down the back straightaway for position number 2. Lap number 1, a good one so far here in heat race number 2 as your leader is Vinny Troya. As now, I believe the one's going to clear Stoltz at the line last time, and they continue to race hard for second, Matt.
Yeah, I think Stoltz is, excuse me. I think Perigo is, we got a little bit of spin here. Contact between Detweiler and the 79 of Rowley, but we keep it green.
Absolutely. Single file out through about your top 6 there. And then it's Rowley, Hill, Roberts, Smeal all battling for position 7 on back. Go back up front. Let's check on leader Vinny Troya. Troya a half-second advantage right now over Brett Perigo. Not exactly escaping here, but keeping him at arm's distance. Stoltz in 3rd, LeBaub in 4th. Detweiler round out the top 5. Here comes Eric Tupper on the bottom, Matt. 5 laps to go, excuse me.
Yeah, Detweiler running 5th, caught up in that little incident there on lap 3. But he's pretty fanned out right now. A little bit of space in between everybody. Got the 72 and Chris Roberts having a little battle. Contact. Roberts going to be into the wall and spins it around. It's going to bring out a caution.
That will bring out the caution there for Chris Roberts in the number 93 car. See if we can take a look at the TDTV replay and find out exactly what Matt told us about there. As you see the 72 drift up the track just a little bit, contact with the 93, and 93 up into the wall, and around he goes, bringing out your first caution of the night. Boy, I don't know who that was that just skated by that one. I believe that was Burner. That's as close as it gets to him getting caught up there, but luckily for Tim Burner, he does avoid the incident here with just a few laps to go in your second of 2 heat races. Field's going to shuffle back through as we get set. Remember, 155 laps coming up next. You do not want to miss this one. So we've got a long, long race that is sure to be action-packed here at the I-55 Speedway in beautiful Peevely, Missouri, as the iRacing pace car is going to come around, I believe, to get the one to go this time by, Matt.
Yeah, and I believe the top 3 in this race are all new names, aren't they?
Let's see. Kyle Stoltz is not. Kyle's been racing with DOB for quite a while. Vinny's been with him, but not with the big blocks this year. Neither has Brett. So we are in for a heck of a show here with a couple of newbies to TDTV. Green flag going to fly once again as Troy is on the line pedal with just 2 laps to go. This one's going to be on like Donkey Kong as Perigo's going to try to take away that top spot from him here in this final heat race. We're coming back to a white flag this time, Matt. Going to be 1 lap to go, and we got a challenge for the race lead on the bottom.
Yeah, Perigo going to put it on the bottom there through 3 and 4, but he's going to go back to the top. I think the bottom's gone for now, but he's able to hold on to it. The slide job from the 01 there.
He's going to do it. He's going to take it.
I believe Stoltz is going to take the position away from him.
Yeah, Stoltz takes second at the checkers there. Troya wins it. Tupper, actually, I believe Tupper comes up and finishes 3rd here. Let's pull up the official results as we start to grid up for tonight's 155 lap main event. Yeah, exactly. Eric Tupper comes home with the 3rd spot there. So Perigo loses 2 on the final lap. Tough to see that for Brett Perigo there on the 1 car. Rowley comes home 5th, Smeal 6th, Hill 7th, Roberts 8th, 9th goes to Detweiler, 10th goes to LeBaub, and 11th and final on the field goes to Tim Burner in the 119 car. As we get set, I believe, for a little bit of warm-up action here. As a few cars are set to take to the Speedway. A little more than a few. Everybody coming to the Speedway to get some warm-up laps here. As it almost, Matt, looks like the track has been reset here. As we've got a pretty unslicked I-55 Speedway right now, but this thing going to work back in very, very nicely. And guys, keep your eyes on that man right there that I'm highlighting currently as we go in the cockpit here with him, Mr. Larry Moody. Larry is the oldest driver in the series, and tonight he's trying to protect the home turf, so to speak, and capture a huge win here at Peterloo, Missouri's I-55 Raceway.
Yes, and the track did reset, so these guys, it's not going to take them long at all to get this back into good racing shape. And I'm looking in the chat now. Chris Roberts said invert of 0, so I don't think there's going to be an invert tonight. So the lineup's going to be straight up and down.
Absolutely right here. As we take it back to the big cams here and have a look at how we sit so far in warm-ups. The quickest has been now Josh Piquel at a 12.80 there in car number 33. Remember, Piquel was the fastest time, won heat race number 1, as he currently sits 12.80 right now. Troya a little bit quicker, 12.74 for Vinny Troya. Eiler third quick here in hot laps. Go back to Brad Lamberson. He's currently 4th. Todd LaBamba's currently 5th quick in hot laps. These guys awful close here, Matt. We're in for a heck of a 155-lap feature if everything shakes out the way that we do think it will. But I do believe we're going to take this entire warm-up session to get this track as worked in as possible to see, all three grooves of racing really come into effect here early and often in this race.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for this track to get in, like I said, get in that good racing condition. So, we'll probably be, which is only 2 more minutes, so won't take much longer. Yeah, a little bit of,
they might be shutting
still off of turn 2.
Yeah, they might be shutting them down here is what I'm thinking, as everybody starts to head towards the pit area. Yep, everybody's starting to head towards the pit area as we get set for tonight's 155-lap main event. I want to remind everybody that the DOB Big Block Modified Series is brought to you, as always, by Jay-Z Photography, as well as Design Metal Art, Wicked Cushion Esports, and many, many more, such as Super Clean Degreaser, and I believe it's, let me actually pull it up here. We got a new sponsor that came on last week. I'm going to pull it up so I don't butcher it. Let's see here. Yep, Caveman Designs. I'm glad I checked. I wasn't going to say Caveman, but yes, Caveman Designs coming on with a sponsorship for the series as well. Thanks to all of our presenting partners here at TDTV with the DOB Big Block Modified Series. I want to quickly remind you guys you can follow us on multiple forms of social media. You can go check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/ Talking Dirt. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Y'all, it's been a long day. Work has been a drag, to say the least. Christmas time as a delivery boy is interesting, to say the least. Yeah, we also want to thank Mr. Forrest Wege, the I-55 Laurier, Missouri. Of course, he is connected with the man who will start at the top 5 here tonight, Mr. Larry Moody, as those two connected there. Trying to put on a show for the Show Me State here tonight, as we still have about 20 seconds before we get into tonight's 155-lap main event. But going back to what I was saying, y'all can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/ Talking Dirt. You can follow us on TikTok as well. I don't post as much as I should, but I'll try to get back to that soon over at Talking Dirt on your TikTok app. You can listen to the Talking Dirt podcast whenever we decide to put it out for the next couple of months before racing season really kicks back off. But we do have an episode up that went up this week. Go check it out wherever you find your favorite podcast, the Talking Dirt podcast with Ryan Williams and Matt Pridgeon. You can also follow Matt on Matt Pridgeon Racing on Facebook, as well as the Pridge 14 over on TikTok. Now that will set us up nicely here as we get into tonight's main event, and they will line up as follows. So qualifying on the pole and winning heat race number 1 puts him on the pole here tonight. It's Michigan native Josh Piquel in 33P. Outside of him, it'll be the New Jersey native Vinny Troya starting 2nd in car number 78. Back to row number 2, New Yorker Kevin Handley in car number 110 will start 3rd. And also out of New York, it'll be the 01 machine of Kyle Stoltz starting in the 4th spot. Going back to 5th here. On the inside, it'll be the number 25 out of Ohio. That'll be Kevin Click, and to his outside, the 115 That will be Eric Tupper. Moving back a row, starting 7th out of Missouri in car number 73. It'll be Larry Moody into his outside. Pennsylvania native Brett Perigo will pilot car number 1. Brett had tough luck there in heat race number 2, looking to rebound here in the main event. Starting 9th, it'll be the car number 6. That'll be Braden Eiler out of Pennsylvania to his outside. Starting 10th, it'll be the 79 of Billy Rowley. Starting 11th will be Adam Buchanan. 12th will be David Smeal Jr. As we take the one to go to green here, going further back in the field here. Starting 13th, it'll be car number 11 out of Pennsylvania, Zachary Bardsley. 14th will be Stephen Hill. 15th, John Bragman. 16th, Chris Roberts. 17th, Brad Lamberson. 18th, Darren Detweiler. 19th, Taylor James. 20th, Todd LaBaugh. 21st, Jeff Sharp. 22nd, Tim Burner. And your 23rd and final starter will be Jimmy Bars. Matt, looks like we're getting set here. Green flag going to fly. 155 laps at the I-55 Speedway is underway with the DOB Big Block Modifieds as we race down the backstretch.
And like always, Kel off to a great start. And the top three's got a little bit of breakaway here. Kel breaking away from Troya just a hair. Hanley right on his tail. And then Kevin Click, it's about half a second back from Hanley, excuse me.
Absolutely. That battle for second raging on right now between Vinny Troya and Kevin Hanley. Troya has it right now, but Hanley trying to fight to the inside. Nothing doing for him as Troya able to keep that momentum on the top here. And he's going to clear him down the front straightaway. So we look back now. David Smeal, Adam Buchanan battling for position. That's position 11 and 12. Buchanan on the inside, Smeal on the outside. As Adam Buchanan, nothing doing for him either. So these guys really tit for tat right now through the first 5 laps, Matt. We got 4 wide. Holy cow, that was a good move there on the inside by Buchanan. Sorry to cut you off, but Cannon, Rowley, Eiler, multiple cars 4 wide there for a minute. But they have evened it back out here, Matt.
And Rowley and Smeal still side by side. Turns 3 and 4, Smeal on the bottom. Rowley gets the advantage from the top side coming off of turn 4. Now to 44 of Adam Buchanan is going to try to poke his nose up under Smeal there. And while he's doing that, 79 of Rowley's trying to poke his nose up under Eiler there. So it looks like they're trying to go 4 wide again as we got Hanley.
We're going to have caution. Looks like Hanley and LaBaugh get together there. Yeah, definitely. Hanley and LaBaugh. Let's take a look at the CDTV replay here. Whoa, LaBaugh went up and over multiple times there. So we look at him down the front straightaway here, up into the wall. Oh, wow. What a roll for LaBaugh. Luckily, Matt, it is a simulation as he ends up on all 4s at the end of that. But a tough ride there for Todd LaBaugh. Looks like some suspension damage on the 94. May bring his night to an early close here at the I-55 Speedway. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with Hanley on the restart here as he may, he will. He'll get back up to the 3rd spot. But Kevin Hanley, interesting there. Not sure what happened with him, but he was slowed down the front straightaway.
Yeah, unfortunate to see 8 laps complete here. We're going to restack them, repack them, and send them back off. See how many laps we can get knocked off here on this next green flag run.
Absolutely. They are 2 by 2 all the way back. Green flag's going to fly. It's a great restart for Josh Fackel. Takes advantage of having the gun in his hand there as he will escape Troya now. Hanley in 3rd. Click on the outside. Tupper right behind him. Eric Tupper now 2 wins on the season, including last Thursday night. Excuse me. Tupper won at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Tonight looking to go back-to-back here, but he's got to make up some spots here. He's +1 so far in the feature. Currently rides in 5th. Everybody 2 and 3 wide behind him. Perigo working on Stoltz behind them. We got Rowley, Moody, Smeal, Buchanan, all in one little pack here as they try to jostle for position as we continue to work. Lap number 12 out of our first caution. Back up front here. Whoa, buddy. Buddy.
Started out with Click and I want to say Hanley there. And I think Hanley and Click both take a toe off the track.
Yeah, they both got some major damage here. I haven't seen them toe just yet, but let's look at what exactly happens. As we worked into turn number 1, Hanley gets a little bit sideways. Click hits the binders. Accordion behind him. Stoltz into it. Perigo into it. 79 Roley into it. Let's just try to count all these cars here. 72's in it. Eiler's in it. The 37. Let's see who else we got here. As Click goes up and over a couple of times. I believe that's going to be everybody involved. But that's a tough way for the cookie to crumble for guys that were sitting 3rd and 4th at the time here. Is Click had to tow in. Hanley will pull into the pits as well. There in car number 110. No, he will not. He'll actually stay out there for now, but possibly come in to take his quick repair here in just a moment. But Matt, what a wreck! That's one of them classic ones. A classic pile up over there, looking like a good old-fashioned Lee Bryce parking lot party. As looks like we're getting set here for a restart on turn number 4. As Pakel's on the loud pedal. We're back green flag racing at I-55. Whoa, look at that move by Troy, Matt.
Right,
yeah,
a little right rear by Troy there, and then Stoltz gets into 79 Rally a little bit there. So a little bit of rocky starts here for Stoltz, and I looked down there. Oh, big caution. Big wreck. And I just wanted to say before you get to it, there is no quick repairs in this race.
Oh, wow. So we might start seeing them get shed off left and right here if this keeps up. That was a topsy-turvy ride there for Darren Detweiler. As we're going to take a look at this one in slow-mo. As we get down the front straightaway, Buchanan comes up the racetrack ever so slightly. Detweiler tries to avoid him, goes up into the wall. Contact from the 72 machine of Smeal. And Detweiler takes a heck of a ride up on the wall, does some 360s, doesn't quite flip, but up in front of him, you even got Smeal, Bardsley, Roberts, James get together there. 27 of Lamberson catches a piece, and I believe that was the end of it. As up in front of them, a few other cars slow, but that does, Matt, bring out our 3rd caution of the night. And if there are, in fact, no quick repairs, these guys are about to start dropping like flies if it stays like this.
Yeah, there's no quick repairs. But yeah, looking just now, Billy Rowley here, he started in 10th position. Now he sees himself in the top 4. Let's see if he can do something here on this restart. Mikel choosing the outside, and he is off. Green flag.
Just like you said, we're going to watch them here down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Everybody giving each other room right now. Let's see if that continues here as Roberts goes up the track, almost makes contact with Smeal there. Nothing doing. Brackman in the 4 car gets around all these guys as he starts to work on the 44 of Adam Buchanan up to Larry Moody, who now works on the 01 of Stoltz for 6th. Moody going to get around him on the top shelf here outside. Just a little more momentum as we sit, Matt. As Brett Perigo works his way back into the top 5 here. As we've got a bit of a topsy-turvy battle behind us. I believe Jeff Sharp made some contact with some people in the back. And now the 4 car of Bragman, a little contact. Racetrack seems awfully thin here tonight, Matt.
Yeah, there's been a lot of little bumps here and there throughout this race. I mean, it's getting their cars a little bit upset, but it's, other than the few cautions we've had, no harmful hits. But I was watching Kyle Stoltz and Larry Moody there. Larry Moody's finally gotten around the Stoltz machine and riding into 6th position.
Yeah, Larry working that middle of the track, bit of a slider line there in 3 and 4 as we complete lap number 20. Stoltz back around to the outside of Adam Buchanan. Buchanan trying to get around him. Stoltz trying to chase back down Larry Moody. Take the cameras back up front here. Perigo in the 1 car. Right behind Billy Rowley, who's 3rd. Troy is 2nd. Pakel is 1st. Nothing has changed up front. As we go back to the back, we got a big run. We got a big one. Lamberson up and over. Caution flag will wave for Brad Lamberson in the 27 car. That'll be our 4th caution of the night so far. So we take a look at what happened to the 27 off turn number 4. Here they come. And there he goes. Oh, boy. Taylor James gets into him, just sends him up and over. Matt, I believe that will be our 4th flip of the night here on our 4th caution.
Yeah, these cars seem to be rolling like sprint cars here tonight. I don't know what it is. They just can't keep the tire all four on the ground.
Yeah, well, here's I mean, they're about the same as a sprint with the open wheel aspect, right? Whenever you make contact with anybody with those wheels, you never know where they're going to bounce, what's going to happen. It's a basketball at that point, pretty much. But yeah, tough to see for a lot of these guys. Obviously, all these guys that have damage. Lamberson, Stephen Hill's got some damage. Jimmy Barr's got some damage. Jeff Sharp's got some damage. And, of course, Detweiler, LeBalb, Eiler, Click, Hanley, as well as Kevin Hanley, I believe, still in getting some repairs done. As Pakel's going to double the field back up here. 1 to go to green, going to be shown this time by with 23 laps in the books.
Yeah, I don't think caution laps count, so you can sit in the pits while caution laps are being taken to repair as much as you can through these cautions. It's a long race, so I mean it's a pretty smart move to do there. I mean, if you're already kind of in mid pack towards the back, but we are under green here now. It's Joshua Pakel's gonna fire off here.
Absolutely. As we're down the back straight away here. Troya rally, a little contact there down the back stretch. Now rallied to the inside. You got one creeping in. Eric Tupper on the bottom in 115. We complete lap number 23 is up front. Ooh, wow. Troy and Perigo just barely get by Rally down the back straight away. Billy Rally going to try and shuffle his way to the top shelf here. Oh, Eric Tupper does. Wow, Eric Tupper. What a move right in front of Larry Moody there. Moody going to go back down to the bottom. Good racing by these two gentlemen as they do not make contact just yet. Is now the 73 going to continue to try and make it happen through the middle of the racetrack. Nothing to. Whoa, Tupper! Wow! Just runs out of racetrack. Eric Tupper up and over here at I-55.
Yeah, it's like you said. Once those open wheel tire or open fender tires and all hit anything, there's no telling what the car's going to do. It's basketball.
Absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. Is Tupper up and over here? That's going to bring out our 5th caution of the night. 27 laps have been completed, and looks like some heck of a lot of damage on Tupper's machine as that sucker will not steer left. It's always funny watching these guys try to drive through the pits of these things, man. It's hard enough to pace them as is, but trying to drive them through the pits has to be a handful. As Eric Tupper will go in here and start repairing his damage. As we take a look at your race leader, Josh Pakel, the cleanest car in the field so far.
Well, I don't know. There's a few other clean cars out here, but not too many. They're going to double file them up, and of course, Pakel's going to choose the outside.
He absolutely is, as he works down the back straight away, leading this field that I believe is down to about 18 cars on the track right now. As LeBalb, Eiler, let's see, Eiler has not rejoined us as we take the green flag down into turns 1 and 2. But Kel was on the loud pedal right behind him. Troya trying to make something happen. Oh boy. That one, let's see if we can get back there and see what happened to Zach Bardsley. This one on a restart also. Let's see, we work down into turns 1 and 2 for Bardsley. Oh, 72 and 01 get together. That's what triggers it. As then everybody else piles in here. Let's see if there's a call from race control to single file this one back out, because these guys right now, Matt, I hate to say it, but kind of struggling to get these restarts keyed in right.
Yeah, just a little bit here. We've had a few cautions here since lap 22, so a little unfortunate. You don't like to see a caution play, Grace, but hopefully we get these guys running clean and running green soon. Because these guys are putting on some good racing. We just got to put it all together and keep it green for a little while. It looks like we are going to stay single file because the lights are off on the pace car and we aren't double file, so that tells you anything.
Yeah, must have made a good call there that we would be going single file because, man, just those double file restarts didn't seem to be working. Looked like a weekly show at somewhere that I know and love very well. But here we go. Let's see what happens here as Piquel hits the loud pedal. Green flag's going to fly. And back behind him, let's see if we can work the rest of the field through turns 1 and 2 cleanly this time. As it looks like we just about will as we take it back up to Piquel, your leader. About a half a second advantage here coming off turn number 4 on lap number 29 over Troya, who's up into the wall and
2 cars.
saves it. But the caution does
There's
fly as there's a big pile up here in the mid-pack. Boy, oh boy. No bueno. Look like Billy Rowley there in the 79. As he takes a big tumble down in 1 and 2. Let's take another look at it here on the TV instant replay. What in the world? Hold on now. Okay, he does get into the wall there. What happened in front of him here? Are we finding glitches here tonight, man? Is that what I'm seeing on my screen? Let's see.
I don't know. I think they just overdrove it in the corner. Maybe I don't. I saw. I didn't see Troya in the wall. Well, I mean, I saw him, but I did see the other guy in the wall. I can't remember who it was already, but then forgot.
Well, Troya was in the wall. Rowley went up and over a couple of times.
Yeah, Rowley. That's who it was.
Yeah, this one. I'm not exactly sure, what's going on here, but I'm really hoping that we get this one figured out here in just a moment. 7 cautions here in 29 laps so far for the DOB Big Block Modifieds, and I'm starting to think that there may be a glitch or two that we are uncovering for the first time as these guys getting into turn 1 there seem to kick up a good bit without, really getting into the wall, but we'll see as we move along here, as I believe we shut it down to 1 to go to green. Josh Piquel with a single file field behind him has been your race leader since go time here at I-55.
He's going to take the green flag with a decent lead here. Moody going to go down to the bottom. That's going to allow the top for Buchanan. Buchanan trying to squeeze it in there, but Moody going to shut it off coming off of turn 2.
Yeah, Larry Moody still holds down in that 3rd spot over Adam Buchanan in the 44 car. Looks like Stephen Hill in the 127 has made his way around. Jeff Sharp in the 28 machine back up in front of them, still battling hard for 3rd. Buchanan on the bottom. Moody maintains the spot at the line here.
And that bottom just not back yet. That top still got a little bit of grip up there, so top's going to be the line to be as top 2's off to a pretty good lead here. Piquel had a comfortable...
Caution.
Caution. Turn 1?
Yep, Jimmy Barr. Let's see here what happens. I believe Taylor James is involved here. Taylor James up into the wall, just like we've seen so many times here tonight. Then Jimmy Barr in the 81 gets into him, clips him, and around goes Barr. 27 of Lamberson catches a piece, but that was it. And that will be our 8th caution here, Matt, in 34 laps.
Yeah, a lot of damage being done here tonight. Good thing it's like you said earlier, good thing it's virtual, because that would cost quite a bit as much damage has been done tonight here in this race so far.
Yeah, we've easily done a couple $100,000 in sheet metal damage, I believe.
Still a lot of a race left to go.
Yeah.
Well over 100 laps. Single file going to be the restart again this time. Piquel in the lead, Perigo in 2nd, Moody in 3rd. Piquel's going to take the green flag here. Of course, off to a good start. Moody going to stay up high this time. Now we see Stephen Hill trying his hand on the bottom. Now he's going back up to the top. Sharp is now your first car on the bottom. It looks to be not many people on the bottom right now. I think that top's, where you want to be. As we see Lamberson in the wall just a little bit, but he's able to keep all four on the ground as they go 3 wide in turn 2.
Absolutely. Now we work the 3 and 4 with your leaders right now. Look back to the field here. John Bragman in the 4 car. Contact with Lamberson. More contact behind him. 115 of Tupper. 3D of Detweiler. Everybody pushing and shoving here. 37 laps in of 155. There's now the 4 of Bragman. Slides up in front of Lamberson. Lamberson's up into the wall once again. These guys just cannot keep it out of the wall getting into turn number 1, Matt.
They can't, but hey, we got some green flag laps going. Is now almost 4 wide. Contact Tupper and Stoltz. Tupper's gonna go upside down. 81's gonna get involved in it after the fact, and he is gonna land on his side now on his wheels.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at this accident here. Stoltz and the 115 of Tupper make contact there down the front straightaway. 72 of Smeal gets into him. And then up on top, Hanley and the 81 come together. 81 car spins it and flips it, lands on his wheels like you said. So those both will stay in the race, I do believe. But now 9 cautions in 40 laps, Matt. This one, I hope that we at least have some cars left at the end of it, because this so far has been a bit of not exactly what I wanted to see from this race here tonight.
Yeah, no, like I said, you never want to see a caution plagued race, but these guys got good racing going on. If they could be a little bit more patient, give each other a little bit more space. I mean, got 116 laps left, so I mean,
a little room is all we need, Matt.
Right. And it's a wide track, so it can be done. These guys know how to do it. I believe in them.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people trying to run that top like we've seen, all night long. And that top side has just been killing some of these guys getting into turn number 1, especially as Josh Paquel back on the loud pedal here. 40 laps in of 155 as Perigo trails him here by about a half a second as we click off lap number 41. Back behind these guys, Moody holding off the 44 Buchanan. The 27 of Hill gets around the 28 of Sharp. Now the 4 machine of Bragman going to try to follow suit, so will Darren Detweiler in the 3D machine. Detweiler currently in 8th. Lamberson back in 9th. Kyle Stoltz rounds out the top 10 as we sit. Oh, boy. Darren Detweiler, John Bragman there. Let's see here.
Yeah, I do think this is a glitch. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, that was... Let's see. We might be breaking news here, guys. Let's see here. Let's watch Detweiler get into the corner. And especially Bragman there. It doesn't look natural to me. I don't know if you guys watching at home are seeing the same stuff I'm seeing here, but this is... Yeah, interesting. I don't really know what else to say about it here. Is Bragman does get up into the wall there, but then the way that Detweiler hits him to just go around like that and up and over, I'm not 100% sure of what's going on here, but it's not treating us so good so far tonight here at the I-55 Speedway.
Yeah, and the little puff of white smoke you see doesn't quite look right, but we are back under green flag. Joshua Paquel off to the races. Perigo has had a little bit better of a restart this time. He's able to keep up with him a little bit. Now we see Jeff Sharp again back on the bottom there. He lost a few positions on that last restart on the bottom, but goes right back to it.
And I really hope that we're able to pick this one up a bit here as we work into the middle stages of this race. Looking back at Jimmy Barr, Taylor James, Darren Detweiler. They currently round out the field here. Back up front, 27 was up into the wall here. Another car was up into the wall. And we're staying green right now. So good, so far so good on this run. As the 27 is able to avoid spinning out there, but he's back to 12th right now. Tupper up to 11th. LeBalb in 10th. Up in front of these guys, Roberts working on Stoltz for position number 7. It looks like a lot of guys starting to venture away from the top, as Perigo still trails the 33 of Piquel here on lap 48.
Jeff Sharp still running the... Yeah, well, he's rolling the middle now. I understand, though, staying away from that top where that I know I've said it a lot tonight, but that plague spot there in turns 1 and 2. Staying as far away from it as possible. See Kevin Hanley's back up to 9th here, trying to pick up here in battle for Chris Roberts for 8th position. He's involved in that wreck early on, and finally back up into the top 10.
Absolutely, as we kept the cameras there on Jeff Sharp, as we've kind of single filed out here. Eric Tupper trying to catch up to LeBalb with Hanley right in front of him. Chris Roberts in 8th position as we are single file here at the I-55 Speedway. Josh Piquel, your leader, as we look like we're finally, Matt, having that run we've been looking for. Let's see if we can keep it up here as Larry Moody rides in 3rd. Buchanan 4th. Sharp in 5th, plus 16 in this race for Jeff Sharp.
Lamberson into the wall there in turns 1 and 2. Stoltz is going to get around him. Roberts going to get around him, and Hanley's trying to. He's on his inside there. At the line, it was Lamberson there, but Hanley's still chugging along on that bottom, trying to get around him.
Yeah, Hanley and Lamberson there. Lamberson on the top. Right in front of them is Roberts and Stoltz. Those two battling for position number 6 as well. 57 laps in now as Hanley gets around the 27 of Lamberson. Give him the spot at the line. Lamberson still badgering the top here, but to no avail as Hanley's going to clear him once again down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. With Chris Roberts still trying to catch up to Kyle Stoltz. Nothing doing for him. As we now look back through the field here, there's Eric Tupper all by his lonesome in 11th. Let's look back at your leader here who's starting to work into lap traffic. Josh Piquel is on the back bumper of the 81 machine of Jimmy Barr, who is the last car on the lead lap for the time being. It's Piquel. Goes down to the bottom. Barr's on the outside. He's got the 0 of James, the 27 as well, all in this mix. Those guys are racing for position, so there will be no love lost for your leader, Josh Piquel here.
And he's got a 2.4 second lead, so he's just cruising right now. He's off for a Sunday drive, just not worried just yet about this flat traffic in front of him, but got this battle going on in front of him between the 0 and the 27. So have to figure out a way to get around him. Is the 27 going to stay on the bottom here and going to get to his outside?
Yeah, and as we sit right now, Matt, this one very interesting. Piquel does have a 31-point advantage right now in the point standings over Kevin Hanley. But Kevin Hanley and Chris Roberts, they are tied for second, and right now they are positioned 7 and 8 in this race. So that's going to be a big battle to watch here, as we've only got 2 races left after this one for the season. Darren Detweiler is currently 4th in points. Kevin Click is currently 5th, but Click out of this race. And Darren Detweiler riding in the 12th spot right now, so that battle will not grow any closer out of this race. The biggest one out of this one could very well be Mr. Larry Moody, as Moody, he's 18 back a Click, could easily, very possibly catch him here in this race if Moody is able to keep up with this 3rd place run he's got so far, but he's about to be challenged, it looks like, as Adam Buchanan in the 44 car, not letting him get away from him very easily here on lap number 67.
It looks like he's running a slider line in 1 and 2, which is pretty ideal. And again, well, he's running slider line all the way around the track. I thought he was running top in turn 4, but got him a nice little race going on here. Is Sharp and Buchanan look like they're getting ready to battle for position as well.
Yeah, and just looking back real quick, Matt, Stoltz and Roberts. Roberts down there catfishing on the bottom here, looking to take away position number 6 from Kyle Stoltz. So far, so good for Roberts as he stayed ahead of Hanley tonight as he looks to take away that second place in points. And now he looks like, oh, wow, yeah, Stoltz was able to clear him at the line there and maintain position number 6, but Chris Roberts fighting hard here on the bottom.
Yeah, he's got something cooking down there on the bottom, but again, Stoltz at the line. Looks like Roberts may have slipped up a little there in turn 2. He's gonna roll the middles in 3 and 4, and again, Stoltz at the line.
Absolutely. As we look back up front, leader continues to work into lap traffic. Perigo has found lap traffic as well. Larry Moody's going to be up next as he's got lap car the 81 Jimmy Barr in front of him as he continues to fend off the 44 of Adam Buchanan. As back to this battle for 6th, here comes Hanley into the mix as well as these guys will go 3 wide off turn number 4, but it's still 2 at the line side by side. Roberts and Stoltz. Stoltz still has the position. Chris Roberts going to have to reload and refire here in turns 1 and 2.
Just barely by Bumper Stoltz again at the line, but Chris Roberts has got something loading up here. He had a good lap through 3 and 4 last lap. Loading up something here, and again, Stoltz.
Well, the big thing here is while Roberts and Stoltz are side by side, this is giving Hanley no lane to get around Roberts. So Chris Roberts playing an absolute key factor right here as he finally picks up position number 6 from Kyle Stoltz. But Stoltz going to work right back around him on the outside here, Matt, as now Hanley's going to go to the top shelf as well. This battle for 6th is heating up as Roberts and Stoltz traded back and forth. Stoltz has it this time at the line. Hanley trying to make his way around both of these guys, but he is between a rock and a hard place right now as he's stuck in 8th. Back up front, Moody and Buchanan now side by side as they're working to lap traffic. Oh,
a little bit
contact.
Of a right rear there from Buchanan, but Larry Moody's going to keep it straight, and he's going to jump it down on the bottom sharp. Looks like he went to the middle to try to avoid Moody, but Buchanan getting a little bit of distance between Moody already.
Exactly right there. And you saw Jeff Sharp was able to reel both of those guys in while they were battling as Moody trying to stay off of the lap car of the 81. As he's going to stay down to the bottom. Finally clears him off turn number 4. He'll begin to try and reel in the 44 once again. Buchanan currently up to 3rd here, plus 8 for Adam Buchanan. Josh Piquel continues to work through lap traffic. Now it's the 27 of Brad Lamberson going a lap down to your leader, Joshua Piquel, who has a 4.6, now 4.7 second advantage over Brett Perigo in the 1 car. Perigo just now trying to get by the 127 of Stephen Hill.
Now we got a battle between Moody and Sharp. Sharp on the bottom. Moody went back to the top. Maybe might be something broken on that 73 machine. No, but the 28 on the inside, he's getting a little bit of a run here. We're seeing a battle like we saw between Roberts and Stoltz a while ago.
Absolutely. Is Moody able to fire back around him on the outside here now? 86 laps. Going to be worked in the books next time by. As looks like the 73 is back to a 4th place. Clear down the front straightaway there as he works on now the 44 of Adam Buchanan, trying to reel him in. Back behind these guys, let's check on Robertson. The bunches now. Hanley's gotten by him here. Stoltz has made some distance from these two as they are getting reeled in back there by the leader, Josh Piquel, who is within striking distance of 9th, 8th, 7th, and 6th, Matt.
Yeah, Tupper there battling for position as well. He's trying to get around Roberts, who's trying to get around Hanley. Everybody's sitting there on the bottom. Tupper going to try to outside there in 1 and 2. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. Slider in 3 and 4. It's going to be about 0.3 of a second back as Hanley's working on the 01 machine of Stoltz. Going to the inside, coming off 4, going to be on his left rear. 1 and 2 going to stay on the bottom. Roberts right behind him.
Absolutely. Kyle Stoltz on the top, just enough momentum there to maintain that spot away from Kevin Hanley. This track, as slick as it gets right now, these guys may be half throttle down the straightaways here, and a lot less there in the corners as you see him get off and then ease back on ever so slightly as Stoltz able to maintain the spot right now. That is a battle for 6 between he and Kevin Hanley. Hanley currently second in points, tied with the man behind him, Chris Roberts. As now Eric Tupper tries to work into this mix, but here comes your leader to put him on the lap down. Josh Paquel, a man on a mission here tonight, 94 laps in of 155.
And the battle between Hanley and Stoltz is still going on. Hanley trying to get on into the inside of his quarter panel there, but he's not quite able to do it. He's catching him a little bit through the corners, but Stoltz up there on that outside is just pulling him, coming out on the straightaways. Looks like Tupper's going to go a lap down this lap. Kel gets around him, or I thought he did. Not quite. Kel's still working on the 115 of Tupper.
Yeah, Tupper still holding tough, not trying to let the leader by him. As what was that puff of smoke I just saw? I have no idea. Looked like Kyle Stoltz. As Stoltz is off the racetrack there. And in the pits, we do stay green flag racing, but let's have a look at the TDTV instant replay for Kyle Stoltz. Down the front straightaway, he was battling with Kevin Hanley. As he catches that corner, goes up and over the wall, and Kyle Stoltz disappears into the pits, and he will now be out of this race on lap number 99, working into lap number 100 out of 155 for Joshua Paquel. As we've raced, Matt, about the last 60 laps green so far. Let's see if we can keep this one up here. Only cars on the lead lap. Paquel, Perigo, Buchanan, Moody, Sharp, Hanley, Roberts, Tupper. With Eric Tupper fighting off, going a lap down as hard as ever here. He has had the leader, Paquel, behind him for the greater part of the last 10 laps, Matt.
Well, the thing about it is Paquel's still creating more and more distance between him and Perigo. As he is now almost up to a half a lap lead. He's up to almost 7 seconds.
Absolutely. As we now look back at Roberts, who is fading from Hanley here. Kevin Hanley trying to get around lap car Darren Deltweiler. Up to Jeff Sharp and Larry Moody. These two just clicking off some laps here. As Moody still running that slider line. Able to maintain the position down the front straightaway. 104 laps now going to be worked into the book. Buchanan up in third there in the 44 machine. Perigo still in second, working around the 81 once again. And then back up to your leader, Josh Paquel, as he still trails Eric Tupper. As Tupper lets him reel him in here in turns 1 and 2. On the verge of going a lap down to the leader, Josh Paquel, here on lap 105.
Yeah, and Paquel absolutely feeling no pressure, so he's just taking his time around these lap cars, making sure he gets around with no issues here. We get 50. We're 50 laps to go now, so 49 now, but yeah, he's just on cruise control right now.
Absolutely no pressure at all for Joshua Paquel. 7-second advantage over Perigo, which is a little over a half a track, as Perigo there working his way down to the back straightaway right now. And Paquel is currently working his way down the back straightaway as we speak. So these guys, very good chance that if Paquel really hits that loud pedal, may be able to lap the whole field here, Matt. I know I only saw that almost one time this year in real life action. I haven't seen it on the sim, but Paquel definitely has a shot if he really wants to prove a point here. 110 laps in of 155. Back to Perigo. Buchanan trails him by quite a bit. And then you start the pack. Moody and Sharp still battling for fourth. Hanley holding off Roberts right now for fifth and sixth, as Roberts back there battling with Eric Tupper, who's got the race leader, Paquel, still on his backside. But Piquel just can't quite get around the 115 here.
Yeah, Topper pretty much running the middle line. He's either running the middle line or running the slider line. So those two lines are, they can be tricky to get around if you're a leader getting around lap cars. But Piquel into his inside, a little bit of contact there, but everybody keeps it straight. Piquel finally gets around Topper there.
And now Piquel starts to work on Chris Roberts in the 93. 40 laps to go here at the I-55 Speedway.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but we do have a 3-car battle here for 4th place. You got Moody up on the top, Hanley in the middle, and Sharp on the bottom as Moody gets into the wall a little bit there, but keeps it on all 4.
Yeah, Moody able to maintain the spot right now, but Kevin Hanley starting to finally hit that loud pedal, work his way through the field here, up to 5th right now as he got by Jeff Sharp while we were watching the leader, Josh Piquel, pick through lap traffic. Hanley working on Moody now, but we've single filed back out for that spot up to Adam Buchanan as he made his way around lap car. Detweiler working towards Todd LeBaum. Ooh, caution, Lamberson is around in turn number 4 here. On lap 119, going to be our 11th caution of the night.
Yeah, and I know Piquel hates to see that as he had worked up to a 7.5 second lead there on that green flag run.
Yes, sir, indeed, as it was a solo car spin for Brad Lamberson, bringing out our 11th caution of the night as the field will reset. And so will we for this final, a little less than 40 lap run of this race here. 155 laps the total distance. Reminder, we head next Thursday night over to the Bristol Motor Speedway dirt track for what is set as 200 laps. I'm not sure if that was going to be shortened, but it says 200 laps at Bristol Motor Speedway dirt track. So that one's going to be interesting to say the least. And then we finish out the season on the 29th at the dirt track at Charlotte, 100 laps to crown our champion of Season 3. Again, the next time you'll see us here at TDTV, that'll be next Tuesday night for the finale of the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Association. They will be at the Myrtle Beach Speedway for 125 laps in street stocks to crown their champion, which looks right now like it will be Brian Hacker as we get set for a restart here. Back double file, Piquel down to the bottom, and he will fire off turn number 4. Green flag going to fly once again. Here we go as they make contact behind him. Larry Moody around. Oh, boy. Up, still green. Wow.
So far, yeah, staying green is Rico up there trying to make something work on the top as Buchanan's now on Piquel's rear bumper down on the bottom. They battle it out for second place.
Yeah, 35 laps to go here. 120 going to be worked in the books this time. Perigo trying to make something happen on the top. They're trying to find a little bit of momentum, but he gets into the wall, banging the boards. And that'll lose him some ground on the leader, but keeps him in second over the 44 of Adam Buchanan. Back to 4th, it's Kevin Hanley. 5th right now, Chris Roberts. Jeff Sharp in 6th. 7th is Moody. Back to 8th is Tupper. Stephen Hill is currently 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Todd LeBaum. As the 33P already working into lap traffic in the form of the 81 of Jimmy Barr. As Barr on the bottom, Piquel on the top, and Piquel's back out to about a half-second advantage right now over Brett Perigo in car number 1.
Perigo into the wall pretty hard there in turns 3 and 4, but he's able to keep it in second place. Well, he's got a little challenge here from Buchanan. Buchanan's got it coming off of turn 2. Going to try to slide it up. Going to give Perigo a little bit of a right rear, and that's going to cause a domino effect there.
It sure is. Sharp around. Let's see who else. I believe just Sharp. As Jeff Sharp will now pull back behind the field here as the pace car comes out of the pit area. That'll be our 12th caution of the night so far with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. Almost home here. 155 laps is a long way here at Peevely, but these guys are making it happen. Piquel, your current race leader, over now Adam Buchanan. I believe Kevin Hanley rounds out the top 3.
Yeah, we should be restarting with 30 laps to go, so still a feature left, so as I like to say, but they're going to double them up here, and we're going to be going green next lap. Looks like Perigo's going to hold on to the 4th position there. And not the best restart for Moody there as he falls from 4th to 6th there. Hopefully he can get a better restart on this one. Mikel will take the green flag. Cannon's going to come down. Ooh, Perigo hard in the wall going into turn 1. He's going to go upside down, and we're going to have another caution. Perigo going to land it on all 4 of those. He's going to get into the pits, maybe? Nope, looks like he is going to stay on the track.
Well, Matt. 13, lucky number 13 has struck here on lap 127 of 155. As we look back at your race leader there, Josh Piquel. I said it earlier, and it's still true, the cleanest car on the speedway.
Well, no, Buchanan's car looks pretty clean.
Yeah, it does. You're right there. Buchanan, although did have a little bit of contact with Moody earlier in the race. Hanley there in 3rd with a bent right side body panel there. But back up front, Piquel going to hit the loud pedal. Green flag going to fly here into lap number 127 of 155. We're back underway with the DOB Big Block Modified Series. As we got some into the inside wall there, look like Moody in the 73. As the 115 of Tupper works to his outside, back up front to Piquel as he leads Buchanan and Hanley as they are all within a car length of each other here. As the 93 of Roberts currently holds down the 4th spot. As looks like the one of Perigo, he's up on the top shelf trying to make something happen here, banging the boards here, trying to make that cushion, pushing him around this speedway as he gets back around. Kyle Stoltz working towards some position cars here. Stephen Hill, Jeff Sharp. But nothing doing for him as he's not able to catch these guys like he was. And now he's going to go up and onto the wall, back down on the speedway, and that will draw a caution, Matt.
Another caution number 14 here.
Yeah.
About 26 laps to go.
Yeah.
Something like that. $26 to go. I would imagine they're going to start at single file again. The battle for with the top 3 was getting interesting there. Buchanan was closing in, and Hanley was closing in on Buchanan as well there. So hopefully they can get right back to it on this restart.
Absolutely. Your top 5 here are strong. Piquel, Buchanan, Hanley, Roberts, Tupper. Those guys are strong here towards the end of this race. Piquel going to restart us out on turn number 4. Buchanan going to be right behind him once again. Hanley 3rd. Roberts 4th. Tupper 5th. Green flag going to fly here with 25 laps to go at I-55.
And we're going to be single file here for a little bit. Like Sharp's trying to get on the inside of Stephen Hill there. For position number 7. Running slightly lower. He's inside his quarter panel through the corners, but just not quite able to get enough momentum to get him coming off the corners. You see Larry Moody's going to jump back up to the top here, try to make up some room, get up to the 115 of Tupper. Tupper now about half a second behind the 93 of Chris Roberts. Roberts still on Roberts about half a second behind Hanley. Now Piquel jumps out to a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, right around a second over Buchanan. Hanley right behind Buchanan. Back to this battle here. Stephen Hill, Jeff Sharp, Larry Moody up on the top there in 73. 20 laps to go here at I-55. These guys battling hard for 6th, 7th, and 8th as the 27 gets a little bit sideways there. Going to hold right behind Moody. Up in front of them, Eric Tupper trails the 93 of Roberts, who now finds himself in 4th as Hanley's moved up 2nd here around Buchanan. And Buchanan going to fight back to the inside. Piquel continues to lead. 18 laps to go here at I-55.
A little bit of contact between Stephen Hill and Moody there. They're going to keep it straight. And looks like Stephen Hill's going to come off of turn 2 in front of Moody. Position 6. And it's going to be Hill at the line there. Ooh, more contact between Moody and Stephen Hill, and that's going to catch Moody in the fence, and we're going to have another caution. 15 to go.
15 laps to go. We see Larry Moody come off turn number 4 there. Hill goes up the track just a little bit. Contact Moody into the wall, up into the catch fence, and back down. So it looks like he'll be able to continue on here. He'll repair some damage, but Moody not out of this one just yet. 14 laps to go when we restart. For that man there, Josh Piquel, who is, I believe, hoping for the checkered flag here anytime soon. As he has been forced to do this one the long way, but so far so good. Led from the drop of the green flag has Josh Piquel.
And nobody's really had anything for the 33P here tonight. He's been lights out. Did Hanley get around Buchanan there on that last run?
He sure did, Matt. He sure did.
Hanley now up to 2nd, involved in a wreck way early on. Looks like we're about to take the green flag, and we sure are. So, Kel, gas pedal. Hanley able to keep it within a car length for the first lap here on this restart, working on lap 143. A little bit of a battle developing between Tupper, Hill, and Sharp here for position number 5. Hill trying to make some room, forcing his way through into the 5th position, gave Tupper a little bit of a right rear there.
Oh, boy.
Like, he was trying to cross over on Sharp there, but wasn't there.
Absolutely not. You see Sharp there on the bottom. Sharp slides up in front of him, gets in the back of the 27, slows up, Tupper into the back of him, then Lamberson catches the brunt of it. So we have yet another caution here with 10 laps to go tonight at the I-55 Speedway.
Seen some cars. It looks like take some wave rounds. I think I saw that was Darren Detweiler. I think that'll put him back on the lead lap here. Curious to see if he can make some moves here in these final 10 laps. Believe we're going to take the green flag this time around. Single file, stacked and packed. And Mikkel's going to take the green flag here. Tupper and Hill back to battling like they were. Tupper on the inside, a little bit of contact. Nothing too heavy though, but everybody keeps it straight. Keep it moving forward.
Yes, sir. 9 laps to go here. Pikkel continues to lead. Looking back at Lamberson, Tupper, LeBaub, everybody battling for position right now. Sharp on the inside. Detweiler back on the lead lap here. As Pikkel continues to lead. Hanley not letting him escape here within a half a second of Pikkel. Buchanan rides in third. Roberts challenging him with 8 laps to go. Everybody back down to the bottom here where it's easiest to run at I-55 Speedway. As Pikkel clicks another one off. 7 laps now remain in this race.
Lamberson in a while going into turn 1 there last lap, but he's still able to keep it up into the 7th position. You see Stoltz up there, but he's not racing for position. He's 5 laps down. Oh, contact between LeBaub and Sharp. They keep it straight. Ooh, looks like Detweiler involved a little bit.
Well,
but
they do keep it.
Green.
Yeah, we're
5 to go.
Still green. 5 laps to go here as we continue to race. Hanley trying to make one more move here to try and take the win from Josh Pikkel. Kevin Hanley's got a bad piece. Pikkel a little bit quicker though still. We now got 4 laps to go. Buchanan riding in third. Roberts 4th. 5th is Hill. And we keep our eyes peeled on this battle that could be burrowing for the lead here. With just 4 laps remaining tonight at I-55. Make it 3 this time. Pikkel and Hanley still about 4 to 5 tenths of a second here as they race down the back straightaway. Oh, caution. Taylor James.
Yeah, battle developing there. I think we would have had a little bit of some elbows thrown for the win there.
Yeah, James got up and
Hanley was in striking distance.
James got up into the wall, went up and over just as we've seen plenty of times tonight, which brings out our 17th caution of this race with just what looks to be a green-white checker to a finish. Josh Pikkel continues to lead. 110 of Hanley will restart second for what could be the final time of the night.
I think these guys are trying to cool off their tires by running at the very bottom. I mean, I don't know if that's actual physics now in iRacing or not, but hey, if it is, that's pretty cool. But lights off on the pace car. You're going green.
That we are at a turn before. Pikkel back on the loud pedal here. Roberts making a move on the bottom for Buchanan's third spot. Green flag. Well, just 2 laps to go. Pikkel's got to hold him off here. Hanley's got to make a late race run. Hanley to the middle. Pikkel on the bottom. White flag. 1 lap to go here at I-55. Hanley in second. Might try to make a move for the race win. Pikkel, he's going to arc it back down to the bottom here. They do not touch. Hanley going to stay off of him. Pikkel is your winner here at I-55. Hanley second. Buchanan third. Roberts fourth. Hill 5th, Tupper 6th, 7th goes to Lamberson, 8th to Sharp, 9th to LeBaub, 10th will go to Darren Detweiler, as we had a big pile up down the front straight away. But that will round out everybody on the lead lap here tonight as we bring on your feature results here. Of course, that man there, Josh Pikkel, wins it in 33. Hanley finishes second, Buchanan third, Roberts 4th, Hill 5th, Tupper 6th, 7th to Lamberson, 8th to Sharp, 9th to LeBaub, 10th, Darren Detweiler, the last person on the lead lap. Then it was Jimmy Barr, Kyle Stoltz, Taylor James, Larry Moody, Brett Perego, David Smeal, John Bragman, Zach Bardsley, rounding out 18. 19th was Burner, 20th was Troya, 21st was Rowley, 22nd Eiler, and 23rd officially will be Kevin Click. That is your finishing results here tonight at the I-55 Speedway for the DOB Big Block Modifieds. Now we will have a word with tonight's race winner. Drag him on down here if we can. Oh, I don't have permissions to drag him. So I guess we won't drag him down here to have a word with us.
Which one you want? You should have permission, but who you want?
I want our race winner. There we go. He's finally down in the booth with us here. Tonight's race winner after leading all 155 laps here at the I-55 Speedway here in Pevely, Missouri. None other than just Mr. Joshua Piquel, as Josh stretches out the points lead ever so slightly here over Hanley, who finishes second. But Josh, that one towards the end there, you had to be hoping for the checker flag, and when it finally falls, you're finally able to get untense there, because that was a wild show here tonight at I-55.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd stay green when we had that long green flag run, because I was checking my interval periodically when I started getting up into lap traffic, and yeah, it was up to like 7.5 or something like that, and then
Whoops. All right, restart. Man, I'm all over the place, man. I'm sorry. Restart there. Obviously you were saying you were working the lap traffic there. What else?
yeah, I was just hoping it'd stay green from there on out, because I checked my interval and I had a hefty low lead.
And then from there, the lead was cut by multiple cautions, but Kevin looked like he was going to give you a run there during that green-white checkered, but that last corner, you were able to, run a defensive line. He wasn't able to do anything there, and you collect another win here as the points lead continues to grow into the Bristol Motor Speedway next Thursday night. How are you feeling as we head to a big half mile for what was originally slated here, I believe, still at 200 laps at Bristol?
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. One pit stop for sure, maybe two, I think I heard.
Definitely.
But yeah, that last run, I told the boys, and because I seen Hanley was behind me, I'm like, if he's gonna beat me, he's gonna have to push me off the bottom. I am not giving no room down there, especially on that last lap.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you did there, and you come home a winner here once again this season. I know it's getting late, so we'll go ahead and let you do the shout-outs here, Josh. Anybody you want to thank on that 33 car for getting you to victory lane tonight at I-55?
Yeah, first and foremost, I gotta thank Chris for putting this thing on. You guys for broadcasting it. I can't wait to go back and watch this one. Fast forward to all the cautions, but I gotta thank Methanol Mafia Productions, everybody over at Most Wanted Motorsports, Design Metal Art, and Butt Snorkeler.
Absolutely. Well, Josh, once again, congratulations on yet another win this season. I believe that makes it, what, is it now 2 for you, I believe, this year? Although you've had all those top 3 runs, so good to see you back in victory lane with us here. And we'll catch you next week as we head over to Bristol.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
So that was race winner Joshua Piquel. Next, we'll pull into the booth here with us. Second place runner tonight, after going to the tail after an early caution, is able to work his way all the way back up to the podium here, Mr. Kevin Hanley. Kevin, a great run for you here tonight. Just didn't quite have enough for Josh there at the very end, but hey, you finally escaped Chris for a solo second place in points, and as we get close to the rounding out of this season, so got to feel good to at least contain second place heading to Bristol.
Yeah, it feels good to get a few up on Chris. I'm sure he'll be, looking to get a few back on me next week. Wow, that was a lot of work. That was a long race. That was a long one. Probably needed another 45 to give Josh run for anything there. He was fast. He didn't miss his marks at all there at the end. Didn't really leave any openings. So, congrats to him on the win.
Yeah, absolutely. And the top side really, seemed to be the killer here tonight for a lot of guys. How were you able to, how are you personally able to work back through that field here? Because we had to see you get, you got up on the top there for a while and then back down to the bottom to get back to the front. But how were you able to manage, the wall monster, as we like to call it, as it seemed to really reach out and grab a lot of guys here tonight?
Yeah, I didn't really run up there all that much. In the heat race, it was working for me. In the feature, early on, we had a lot of cautions. I was just going in and getting my car repaired. It worked out for me. Obviously, we want to put on a good show and put on some good racing and have a good broadcast for you guys. But, the cautions worked out for me. Got my car repaired, and then I just kind of was running the bottom, picking them off where I could when they messed up on the top.
Absolutely. Hey, gets you home second here tonight. Can't be ashamed about that one. Kevin, before we head over to Bristol next Thursday, go ahead, shout out all those sponsors on the 110 car, everybody who helped you get into the podium here tonight with DOB.
As always, we're running the 110 Racing, 110. But I want to thank Chris, everyone at DOB for putting on the league. It's always a fun race to run. Yourself for putting the broadcast on, and then all the other league sponsors. I know there's a ton of them that allow us to race every week.
Absolutely, Kevin. Well, once again, good to talk to you again this week, and we look forward to possibly doing it once again as we head over to the Bristol Motor Speedway next Thursday.
I hope so. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So that was Kevin Hanley finishing second here tonight. One more person to have a word with, and it, of course, is your third place runner here, Mr. Adam Buchanan, driver of the number 44. Adam, great run for you here tonight, +8 overall. We saw you get as far as second at one point there, but at 44, no matter where you seem to put it on the speedway, you got that thing to work for you pretty nice here through all 155 laps.
Yeah, I'll take it. I got a direct drive wheel, so my arms and my legs are about jelly right now. But third place run against this TIFF competition, I'll take it for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely there. We saw you have quite a few really good battles there, of course, with Larry Moody through a good portion of that race, and then Kevin there through the end. So, yeah, I can only imagine how your arms and legs are feeling right there using some direct drive. But we come out of tonight here. If you're planning on running the rest of the season with us, we do head to Bristol Motor Speedway next week. If you're planning on making that, what are your thoughts about, big blocks on Bristol, especially with 200 laps on the docket?
Being a big block modified announcer in my spare time, I know Bristol is a fun place for the big blocks with a lot of G-forces. So I hope to make it. My wife and I just had our first the birth of our first child. So last week. So I've been missing a couple races with you guys, but decided to hop on tonight and had a good run. And who knows? I have another good run like this. Might have to tell the wife she's babysitting here a little more.
Well, hey, congratulations. That is such an exciting time. Yeah, congratulations on that one. Yeah, we certainly hope to see you at Bristol after this good run here tonight, finishing third. I know you obviously want to thank your wife, but anybody else that you want to thank for getting you home on the podium here tonight at I-55?
I got to thank everybody at Brent Mark Sim Team. They helped me get to where I need to be as far as the sim racing's concerned. So want to thank M&M Painting Construction, Wicked Brands, Jay-Z Photography, Babst finishing first in Fredericksburg Eagles Hotel, and Gary's Auto Repair for their continued support of my sim racing endeavors. So want to thank them. Absolutely,
Adam. Well, once again, congratulations on a third place run here tonight at I-55. And hey, we hope to see you return with us as we head over to the last great Coliseum next Thursday for the Bristol Motor Speedway with the DOB Big Blocks.
Appreciate it, guys. Great job tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. So that was your top three. Once again, we ran down the finishing order before we got into all that. So, ladies and gentlemen, reminder, you can catch us back the first time next week on Tuesday for the season finale for the Soar Street Stock Series over at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. 125 laps the distance on that one. And then Thursday night, the penultimate race of season 3 for the DOB Big Block Modifieds at Bristol Motor Speedway, the dirt track at night, Matt. Ooh, we get to go to Bristol at night here with the DOB Big Block Modifieds. As always, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, subscribe down below, hit that like button, and click that notification bell so you never miss a live stream from us here at TDTV. You can also catch us over on Facebook, facebook.com/Talking Dirt. You can catch us on TikTok as well at Talking Dirt. You can catch Matt at Matt Pridgeon Racing and the Pridge 14 over on TikTok. But for Mr. Matt Pridgeon, I have been Ryan Williams wishing you a goodbye and a good night from Peevely, Missouri here at the Federated Auto Parts Speedway at I-55. I guess this is goodbye for now. We'll catch you on Tuesday with more Southern Outlaw Street Stock Racing action. Goodbye, everybody.